Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sneaky Pat, and this is Casual Review, where we would normally review games in 4 minutes or less, but today, this review will be much longer than 4 minutes due to the fact that we're talking about Dragon Age of Veilguard. This game had me going up and down on if I wanted to give it a smash or pass. This review won't have any story spoilers, but will still demonstrate gameplay from any section of the game. This is also only a casual review because I've invested 40 hours into the game and have yet to finish it. But before I begin the review, I would like to express my personal opinions about the game that didn't have anything to do with my final verdict. The first thing I want to address is that I haven't played any other Dragon Age game. I know about them, but when I was younger, I had no interest in playing those type of games. And I say that so you all will understand that this review is coming from a guy who has no past history with this world. To go along with that, I could care less if a man, woman, or them, they, trans, or whatever had a big influence on making this Dragon Age. Did any of that really change my feeling while playing? I don't think it did. Lastly, before I begin my review, I would like to clarify that my assessment is based solely on the merits of this game. I haven't been influenced by past experiences with BioWare or the sales performance of this game. My goal is to provide an unbiased and helpful review to assist you in making an informed decision about whether or not to go out and make a purchase. I will hope that you find my review informative and valuable. This is my review for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Today, we're doing a casual review on Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Okay, I really don't know where to start when it comes to Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I guess I'll get the obvious out the way. Yes, the game looks like a Disney Pixar movie. It also reminds me of Ubisoft's Immortals: Phoenix Rising. This shift in art style wasn't necessary if you ask me. Previous installments of Dragon Age were indeed dark and mature in nature, catering to an adult audience, so this decision to adopt more vibrant and cartoonish visual style seems counterintuitive to the established identity of the franchise. Now, I do understand the desire to create a visually appealing game that can stand the test of time. It's just that I also think this change may have compromised the immersive experience and potentially alienate the core fan base. And yeah, it did just that. It appears that BioWare attempted to achieve a balance between visual innovation and adherence to the core principles of the Dragon Age series. However, this approach may have resulted in a departure from the essence that has characterized the series thus far. Now, although this artistic style may not appeal to everyone, including myself, it is important to acknowledge its merits. The various locations you visit are visually captivating and offer a diverse range of environments. While this is not an open world game, the individual areas you explore are pretty expansive. With it being expansive, that also means a lot of loot. When I saw that it was an open world, I didn't think it'd be too much loot to grab. Well, I thought wrong. There's a good amount of loot to grab, so please just go and explore just as you would in an open world game. Looting wasn't the only thing I enjoyed in Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I also enjoyed the settings that I could change in the game. Sensitivity can be changed and it's pretty good. And there's also button remapping, which is always a plus. One of the things I did not enjoy were the conversations that you will have. As I'm sure you have heard in other reviews, you're spoken to as if you're not an adult, and no matter how evil or mean I really wanted to be, I just couldn't be an asshole. Your character is always fucking nice. I need you all to understand that I am a gameplay person first. Things like choices and conversations shouldn't bother me as much as it did. But that's how bad the writing is this time around. Now, while I lack experience with previous Dragon Age titles, I am familiar with the genre of true role-playing games. Normally, these games provide players with meaningful choices that influence the storyline and allow for diverse character alignments. Regrettably, Dragon Age of Veilguard falls short in this regard, limiting player agency and diminishing the role-playing experience. Dragon Age: The Veilguard. It is not an RPG. I'm going to say it again. Dragon Age: The Veilguard is not an RPG. I will say that it's an action game with RPG elements. While the writing may not be good this time around, one thing that Dragon Age of Veilguard get right is its comeback. The comeback mechanics employed in this iteration of Dragon Age are characterized by a swiftness and seamless transition. My experience has been limited to the mage class, therefore I'm unable to provide insights into the other gameplay mechanics of the other two classes, which is the warrior and the rogue. While engaged in combat, you'll be assisted by two companions who will provide support. However, I absorb that these companions really don't help me much in battle, and for whatever reason, they cannot die. Now, with your companions not being able to die, although that may appear appealing, it should serve as a reminder that their presence on the battlefield alongside you is largely an illusion designed to alleviate your sense of isolation. It also appears that the ability to command companions and utilize their skills are limited, resulting in an extended cooldown period of approximately about 10 to 18 seconds. This restriction hinders the player's ability to effectively employ various skills and strategies in combat. It just feels off to me. Now, don't get me wrong, yeah, the combat is fun, but it sort of got repetitive after 40 hours. The enemies don't really change much throughout the game. They may look a little different, but they're basically the same as the ones you fight at the very beginning. Sometimes there are just way more of them on the screen. There are a few boss fights and some of them are fun, but others are just damage sponges that take forever to kill, and that same boss fight just starts to get very boring. As far as your skills, the skills tree seems pretty big, but it's not really. It's not complex, but nor is it simple to understand what you can and cannot combine. See, this is the thing about Dragon Age of Veilguard. It's highly inconsistent. At one moment, the comeback is fun, and then the next moment it's not. There's times where the story goes dark, but then turns back into this movie for kids, but then it'll go back dark again. So look, I know a lot of people don't like this game, and I totally get why. The tone is all over the place. One minute I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool, and the next I'm like, wait, what the hell is going on? But I like Dragon Age of Veilguard for what it is. I came to accept the art style BioWare went for. Yeah, the story and character involvement sucks. I can also appreciate a more linear approach. I mean, not every game needs to be an open world game. Combat did get repetitive after 40 hours, but it was still fun for the most part. So yeah, while I personally like Dragon Age of Veilguard, I still wouldn't recommend it to most people. For my final verdict for Dragon Age of Veilguard, I am giving it a pass. Overall, please do not go buy this game at full price. I will say it's worth $30 or less. There are other games that I will recommend over this one. This was a difficult decision for me because I did find fun playing this game. I believe many of you too could find enjoyment in Dragon Age the Veilguard as well. With this story being all over the place and the combat will most likely get very repetitive to most people, and your decisions really don't matter throughout the whole game, yeah, fun can be found. But I cannot tell you with full confidence to go out and buy Dragon Age the Veilguard. Before you leave, I have to ask that you please go like this video and also subscribe to 1v1 Gaming if you haven't already, to help us spread the word about this channel. I will also recommend you go check out our review on Black Myth Wukong, or go check out my essay about feeling guilty while gaming. Again, I'm Sneaky Pat, and thank you for watching.